My name is Lori Day. My major is English with minors in legal studies and special education, and I am graduating fall 2022. So I'm from Houston, Texas, and I grew up in a place called A-Leaf, and I very much liked it a lot. But I did want to leave Houston for college because I kind of just wanted to branch out and do my own thing and take a little bit of risk, because it hasn't always been my thing to do that. So I wanted to go to a different school, but because of family things, I ended up kind of having to come to Temusa, but it was one of the best decisions that has ever happened to me, because I came in as a first-year student and I met some of my closest friends in the whole world, and I get to work in an office that I love very much because of how much it feels like a family there. And yeah. I'm very big on volunteering, and when I first came to San Antonio, I kind of knew straight off the bat that I really wanted to spend more time in San Antonio after I graduated. So I thought, hey, the best way to do that is to get involved with the community. So like through the Mace Center and through talking to Bestie Erin, I learned a lot about different organizations around the city, like House of Neighborly Service and Camp and Morgan's Wonderland, Raices, and CASA, which are just some of the few amazing organizations that I'm very, very fortunate to get to be a part of. And they all might have like they're all different causes, but at the end of the day, they all have the same thing in common, which is they care about the people in the city, which I love. And I've met so many incredible people, and I've learned a lot of different things, and it's absolutely great. So that is one of the best things that has happened to me since coming to San Antonio and being at this school. So I'm glad I got that opportunity to get to do that. So for most of my life, I always, pre-med was the only path that I was very determined to take. And that was all that I set my mind to. It was like I had to go into medical school, I had to do this and that. But then I got very lucky and I met the coolest 13-year-old I have ever met in my entire life. And she has Rett syndrome. And through being able to, hang out with her and babysit her, I learned a lot from her brother and her mother about just like how it is for kids with disabilities in the school system. And it's not like I didn't know how it was, but it's like seeing it happen to someone that I care so deeply about made me realize that I didn't want any kid to have to go through that. And through that family, I was able to find a lot more resources, like being able to participate more in Camp and the Council of Exceptional Children and Special Olympics and Special Reach. And it made me realize that I really am passionate about helping and doing whatever I can to make things a little bit better, whether it's helping with grant writing to get more funding for programs, or just being more involved in like San Antonio, like city council meetings to like see what laws specifically affect special education. And then going back to my office student involvement, I have a really cool supervisor who she used to be a teacher, and she saw something in me that I didn't really see for a very long time, and her and the rest of my office kind of helped me realize that I could take that jump and switch from something that I have been so focused on my whole life. And now I get to do something I'm very happy about, and graduation doesn't seem so scary, because for the last 3 years, when I was thinking about graduating, I didn't seem so excited about my future, and I just kept thinking, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And now I can graduate knowing that I'm doing something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. So very, very, very happy about that.